This was one game. They took care of business.
Oh, Guru, you mentioned him. How do you guys think Brock Purdy did yesterday?
I mean, no turnovers for me. That was my biggest concern.
What about the touchdown pass?
Can we hear that? You got that sound? Let's hear Kyle. This is why I respect
By the way,
Kyle.
my guy Harry emailed about this. He said you misquoted Kyle. If you're gonna rip him 24/7, then quote him. Get it right.
Let's go.
All right, hold on.
This was about the first.
Okay,
touchdown.
here we go.
Right.
Brock's first touchdown.
Yeah, that was honestly one of, I can say this because he played well, but that was like one of his worst decisions I think he's made since he's been here. And it took me a while to get over it. I thanked him for the touchdown, but that was not a good decision, and he was fortunate with it. He made a lot of really good plays, and if you are going to make a bad decision and it's still a touchdown, in the grand scheme of things, he can tell me it was a real good decision, but I know we can't. He knows that. He knows what he did wrong, but.
Wow, that's like Norm. Even when something happened positive, he didn't like how it went down, and I can appreciate that, Steiny. Just saying you can't do that. That'll get you beat more often than not. You got the TD, you got the tug.
Are you gonna? How often will you cite that for the rest of the year?
No, I love a coach saying when something went their way that it's bigger than just the play.
I know, but this is what it now sets everybody. It sets everybody up for. Okay, next game, Purdy throws an interception. Well, he got away with that first one last week.
Why do you spend time thinking like that?
Because
that's not healthy, man.
What do you mean? It's not healthy to.
It's Monday morning quarterback. But it's too much.
That's what you do.
No, I do after week 8, week 9. I watch what I respond to what we watch.
Okay. Yeah. And how do you feel about Darnold these days?
He'll be sitting until there's an injury. Yeah,
well, we talked a lot about him last week.
Well, I did. Not a lot of people did. A lot of people hate that I brought him up. But we didn't know what was going to go down, and Brock played his ass off.
Kerr taking Clay out when he had a 60-point game. He could have scored 100. Kerr kept him in there, and hindsight, Clay, talking about kind of the same.
Kind of wish we had that, Clay.
Well, the bottom line is we know how Steve Kerr would have handled this. He wouldn't have. He would have kept his player on the bench, as Eric Musselman would say, irregardless. How many fourth quarters could Steph have gotten 50 or 60 or whatever? You could have concocted some kind of reason to put him back in a game you're up 18 in the fourth quarter. Nah, that's not what we're about here in Golden State. They do that down in Santa Clara. I'm kidding. But Kerr has taken a stand on that for the most part. He doesn't like to put his guys back in.
Let me throw this at you before you get to the phones. I told you guys last week that there were so many questions, important questions about both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Were you impressed with one more than the other yesterday? Because to me, it was flat out the defense. The offense balled, the Deebo impact. So that was just injury related. The Niners defensively didn't have any injuries in regard to their porous play. They were tired. They were hurt. No excuses. But Steiny, I'm telling you, man, now I'm looking at this defense with the inception of Chase Young. Like, they're back to being a problem and a bully again. And I know we got JD at 1. I'll ask him. But I was more impressed with the D keeping Jacksonville, the 5 wins in a row, Jacksonville Jaguars, out the end zone at home.
Mike's in Hayward. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I listen to you guys all the time.
Oh, thank you.
I don't always agree with you guys, but I would like to say about the putting him back in the game to get that touchdown. That's like blowing out. That's like having a birthday party, blowing all the candles out except one, and you got to go blow it out. I don't think Shannon would do it again, but I think he felt the team wanted to do that. So the team, he kind of felt like the team needed to do that. And Shannon, he's not really a big rah-rah guy, so he came out of himself and he was in the moment and he just went on and did it. He normally probably wouldn't have done it, but he just felt like that the team probably wanted to see him get that extra touchdown, you know. And I think McCaffrey wanted that touchdown too.
Oh, he did.
Right.
He wanted it.
Yeah, so I think that's all it really was. You'll never see him do that again. But anyway, because that's kind of how Shanahan's personality is. He's kind of like, he's not a rah-rah guy, but he said, we're winning the game. I'm going to let him know how much I appreciate everybody. Okay, we'll do it just this time, one time for you guys. Okay, boom. And I think that's why he did it. I mean, he thought it was probably good for the team. But the team probably wanted to see him get it. That's probably the only reason why he did it.
Fair, Mike. Appreciate the call, buddy. George Kittle.
3 for 116.
Won't walk into the end zone again. I want to hear that.
It's really difficult to get that open. I saw him fall, and I was like, I knew it was man coverage too. I was like, well, I knew the safety went to the other way because he's covering someone else. So just, had a little, have some fun going into the end zone. I probably won't ever walk in again because I'm going to get yelled at for that. But, at least I didn't drop the ball before I got into the end zone.
And he did it with swag. He did the Dion on his way in. Steiny. Kittle.
What was the Dion?
Kick up the legs.
Good.
You really don't know what the prime dance is?
I thought it was this thing.
Well, it's showboating, yeah, but
I thought it was when he puts his hand in
it is that with the legs, yeah, but he just didn't do that part.
Now Dion originated the high step? Is that...
No, like when you get into the end zone, you go 1, 2, 1, 2. It's kind of a dance.
Great catch by Kittle, by the way, and speed.
I've got... Okay, that's fine. I don't know what you meant. That's all.
I'll show it to you in the break.
You're going to show me a celebration?
What about Purdy again? 19 for 26. And he only missed 7 passes.
Yeah, but he stunk the last 3 games.
We were talking about yesterday. Only missed 7 passes.
I know. So
3 touchdowns.
This is what I'm talking about.
What's Harry got to say about that? We're not talking about the last 3 weeks. We're talking about yesterday.
Harry says,
but this,
let me guess.
Harry is Steiny.
It's actually not.
Yeah. But, dude, good game. Perfect game to me, except your boy didn't get the record. And I know that don't count, but.
I think what Harry would say to you, Goo, is, to you, is that Brock Purdy in the 3 losses, or no. What he's saying is he's quarterbacked 9 games this year. He's 6-3. He has been essentially the same quarterback in all 9 games. He hasn't had 3 bad games. He would tell you that Brock Purdy over 9 games has been excellent this year.
Well,
excellent.
All right, that's Harry. That's great for him.
What do you think?
Anytime you throw 2 interceptions and 1 in the red zone.
That's one game.
I don't care. I'm telling you, he threw 2 interceptions.
But 1 game.
So that ain't a great game, Harry.
But that's one game.
That's not a great game.
No, he didn't say great.
It's a game. I don't care what the number you put next to it. He had 2 interceptions.
Right.
So that thought process is stupid to say he was good when I could just go to the last game at home where he threw 2 interceptions.
Is Kurt
No,
Warner
you're talking
dumb?
about Harry. We ain't talking about Kurt because I dispelled Harry's myth about he played good last week. So quit saying Harry.
Kurt Warner.
He had a bad game last week, Steiny. He threw 2 picks. That ain't a good game. That's just one of the 3. So to hell with Harry.
I want to talk about Kurt Warner.
Now you see, when I beat Harry, I got to go beat Kurt. I can't beat everybody.
Well, they both said the same thing.
Oh, now it's no. You just said Harry. Now you're adding Kurt. Come on. What do you say?
I don't think he has played as badly as you thought he played in the last 3 games.
So 2 interceptions is okay.
1 game.
Week, but it was last week, a game that you lost.
1 game.
All right, so we're giving passes. Okay, I got it.
Oh, yeah, we're giving passes.
All right, I got you.
1 game.